had a conversation today at my place of employment. We were basically saying, they keep making all these live action remakes. Why? They're all terrible. Have any of them actually been good or tolerable? And then my brain went to the strangest of places. It went for a nostalgia blast like no other. I went, the Flintstones live action remake was one of the most faithful live action adaptations. It was pretty darn good. I mean, well, the
John
plot's not
Goodman.
good. Yeah, that one. The plot itself is not what we would call good, but is it entertaining? Yes.
How many times have I pointed to Transformers as
I like it.
how many times I've pointed to the original Transformers movie going, hey, there's continuity errors all over the thing. But I enjoyed the characters and I had a lot of fun, so I can just brush that aside. Does it still
And
bug
more
me a
often than
little?
not,
But
Yeah.
that's what matters.
yeah, is it fun?
So one of the things that surprised me is that I'd seen Netflix's new One Piece, and I was like, I don't
Nope.
want to watch it. That's going to be a waste. And then I started hearing people were actually enjoying it. Now there's apparently some fans that are like, it's not the best, but I mean it's better than it's a lot better than a lot of other things. And the guy that plays Luffy is like, at least in the 2 episodes I've seen so far, is like really playing it up, and it looks good enough that after watching 2 episodes, I want to keep watching more.
Oh, cool.
I do not trust it. I do not care. I do not want the West or anything whatsoever to translate that into anything but manga and anime. So I'm not gonna go see it.
Ultimate Kahuna says, trying to see if I could go to Maui. My grandma is getting worse. Well, you definitely have my prayers.
We hope she gets better.
Yeah. Herman P. Hunter offering condolences. Sorry to hear that. I hope she gets better. A.S. Bernard says, I'm thinking of watching One Piece next after I finish 86.
Yeah, 86. There we go.
The Ultimate Kahuna.
Now what's 86?
I am
Stormcoat to the Ultimate Kahuna. There we go.
I am glad you
Yeah,
asked.
what
Raven.
is 86?
So 86 is it's a 2021 mecha anime. Now, I know you might be rolling your eyes thinking, oh no, another mecha. No. So this mecha is set in the country of San Mongolia. And in the country of San Mongolia, they've been fighting a perpetual war against an AI that is totally not Skynet in any way. Totally not. They're fighting an AI that is taking control of all of these mechas, and San Magnolia is telling their people they're fighting the war with their own autonomous mechas. That's what the people of San Magnolia are always told. You'll also notice in the country of San Magnolia that everybody has white hair and nobody looks different. And that is because all of those that do not have white hair are considered not human beings and have been kicked out of San Mongolia into the demilitarized zone and are operating these autonomous mecha to fight off the AI from invading San Mongolia. So that's the setting of the show. The main plot centers on, I forget what her rank was. Her name's Lena. I think she's a major at the start of the show. And essentially the job of military officers in San Mongolia is basically to go sit in a gaming room and basically operate all of the autonomous mecha like they're gaming droids, when in reality, they're just sending all of these people to die in these mechas against these hordes of AI mecha coming towards San Mongolia. Lena doesn't like this because she realizes we're actually just sending people to their deaths, and we've made a whole bunch of lies up to just kill a portion of our populace off so the rest of us can survive. But, the government won't let her tell that because that would cause a great panic. So the plot revolves around her trying to find a way to keep her squadron of the non-humans, which they call 86, alive in this perpetual war against AI. It is a phenomenal show. One of the best anime to come out in the past 5 years, at least in my humble opinion.
Sir, this is a
Now,
very
why is
important
it
question,
called
though.
86?
So there's 85 districts, I think something like that. There's 85 districts within the country of San Mongolia, The demilitarized zone is considered the 86th district, and all of those that have been deported be considered less than human. They're not white-haired humans, so they're sent out. They are the derogatory term for them is they're 86.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Sir.
The what I'm working on right now, there are two groups of people that that don't realize they're actually the same species, and that's been used to keep them button heads.
Ooh.
So it's kind of the same idea,
Well, it's funny you say
86
that.
but it's not discounting them as not. They just don't realize they're the same species. They've been tricked.
Yeah, 86 kind of is reminding me of like Ender's Game. Like somebody controlling.
You know that you mention it now. I can from the little I know of Ender's Game, I can see that. Weirdly enough, my friend got me into watching 86, and I started watching it, and I just went over to him like, oh, so the 86, the squadron of 86 that Lena commands, oh, this is basically this universe's 54th Massachusetts. And my friend went over and said, what's the 54th Massachusetts? And I'm like, boy, do I have the movie for you. And then we watched Glory for the next 2 hours. And then we decided we should compare the two, even though they're not connected at all. Let's compare the mecha anime with the historical movie. And that's how we got the Heterochromedia podcast to start.
Huh.
There you go.
Cool.
Those are the first 3 episodes.
Now,
Nice.
hold on. This is a very important question. Is there a hospital scene in 86?
Is there what?
A hospital scene in 86.
Oh,
Are you really going to bring it back to that one?
I
thought
always
you said
have to
hot
do
why-
it.
springs
why
scene.
do
Which
I
was
have
to
to ask?
say
Of
there
course
is
you are.
there are there's no hot spring scenes, but there are shower scenes for reasons.
Awesome. Great.
Mhm.
Second thing. Wrangler.
Somehow
funny
that's
you
better
mentioned-
than the hospital scene.
What's your
Nothing is better
question,
than the hospital
Stormcrow?
scene. Come on. Nothing's better than the scene, dude. Come on. Anyway, Wrangler. Well, it's funny you mentioned that whole lying to two people, basically saying that they're the same race. My story and the one my player is working with me on. Well, there is a species on Earth that is completely different from humanity, and this isn't the Star Trek elves and space aliens we're dealing with. These are, how do I say this? This is the alien species that you are more than happy to wipe out to get the good ending in any video game.
Ah,
Because yeah, we don't like to play by Star Trek's rules because Star Trek is gay.
I will disagree with you on that, but you can think what you want. If it doesn't land for you, it doesn't land for you. It's not my fault.
DS9 is
Nobody's
the only
perfect.
Star Trek
It's not
I
my fault you
like.
don't recognize Star Trek as awesome.
The
Was
DS9
awesome.
is the only good Star Trek there is. There, I said it.
Congratulations, you said an opinion. Now, DS9 is probably the best series out there, as far as quality and everything,
Thank you.
but that's not the only good one. There's some definitely bad ones nowadays. Yet somehow I'm pretty sure I'm going to get ripped apart for this one. The Strange New Worlds Lower Decks crossover episode, I actually really liked. To the
Ew.
point where I actually overlooked the causality loop. I hate causality loops. But it was fun. I
Wrangler.
had fun with it. So
Wrangler. Come on. You tell
where are we
me.
going?
Well, we're going to hell if you think that anything modern Star Trek is good. That's number one.
Modern Star Trek? What
I
exactly?
I
falls
don't
into
like the
modern?
term modern. I don't like the term modern.
Well, I just said it. Can you give me another term I can use instead of modern?
Star
Post
Trek in the past
2009
X amount of
track.
years. That
Yes.
works.
2009 and onward. That's probably the area you're looking at, and most of what's in there is utter crap, in my opinion. Actually, I would say most of it is objectively crap. But
I don't think I've watched anything Star Trek in the last couple of years, other than the old series.
I
that's really all you need.
I can't speak much on Star Trek aside from Next Generation.
Next
You
Gen was
know?
awesome.
No, DS9 was better. Anyway, you know what's been my favorite reviewers to watch Star Trek about? Red Letter Media. Just seeing those poor bastards slowly get more and more depressed as Star Trek Picard came out, and then basically saying, I'm gonna go get the coronavirus as a response to Star Trek Picard.
Honestly, that's most red leader. That's most of Red Letter Media's material nowadays. Just them slowly becoming more depressed as the mainstream culture becomes so sickly that by watching it, you mentally are feeling sick for a few hours.
Well, they should come over here. We can make them feel better with some good stories.
We really could,
No, no,
but
no,
they
no,
are
no, no,
they're
no.
primary visual people, so
I mean, we got some movies in the works. I got some movies in the works, although I'm pretty sure they are illegal to show in the public. But I got some movies in the works.